guys, welcome back to my channel. It feels like the longest time since I've been able to film a video. It hasn't, it's only been 2 weeks, and somehow filming that intro already feels like the weirdest thing again. Like it's just started feeling so unfamiliar already. Anyway, hello, once again, welcome back to my channel, and today, for the first time in a very long time, we're going to be going through my empties. The last time I did an empties video was last year, I believe. I haven't done one since. My plan was to do one like seasonally every 3 months because I thought that would be quite fun, and I didn't film it, clearly, and I just let all of the empties pile up, and suddenly there were loads of them and I felt really overwhelmed, so I threw them out and I decided to start again. I actually went ahead and bought a brand new bin. It so barely even fits in frame. There you go. I bought a bin. Apparently I thought that having a pretty container to put my empties in would actually make me film the video, and I mean, here we are. So clearly it's working. I need space to put this. It's a bit big for my desk. I'm going to put it in front of me to make everything a bit less just bashing into stuff right now. So to make things a little bit less overwhelming for me and make sure that products don't pile up and then I don't just end up throwing them away again, I figured what I would do was do an empties video every time I have 10 finished products. I do actually already have more than 10 in here. I have left it a little bit longer than planned, but I think if I keep the empties videos to just 10 items, I don't know, in my head it works, we'll see. So hopefully this is something I'll be doing on my channel more often. I can talk about products which maybe I've only mentioned, you know, once or twice on my channel, but actually in real life I've used them loads. I finished them up. So this is a really long intro at this point. This is what happens when I go 2 weeks without filming. I just... words. Anyway, let's jump in. So we have a mixture of skincare and makeup in here, which is always a bit nicer to have some variety. So the first item is the L'Oreal Shake and Glow. This is actually my second bottle. It's really lovely, really glowy, really dewy, and it's not, you know, atrociously expensive like some really nice setting sprays out there. I know that Make Me Up Missa uses it a lot. She's one of the few beauty YouTubers that I still watch these days, and I tend to agree with a lot of products that she uses, and she says that this is a dupe for the Glam Glow spray, which no idea how much that is, but definitely a lot more than this. So if you want a really nice, dewy, glowy, really nice spray from the drugstore, this is a really nice option. I was initially planning on repurchasing this, but at this stage I don't think I am, just because where my skin is so oily these days. On someone with dry skin, this is going to look really nice, going to make you look really hydrated. I just look oily with it. I think I'm just going to dip my hand in without looking, because that's going to be more fun. Oh, okay. A little bit of skincare. I had a sample of Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. I think they've actually come out with a new formula. I'm not too sure how different they are. I think I used this like for maybe a week because that's just how much product you had in there. I didn't see a massive difference. The thing that really hit me was the fragrance. I found it really strong. I think it's lavender off the top of my head. I can't quite remember now. I just found it a little bit too strong for me. Probably not helped by the fact that a lot of my skincare in the past year was Clinique, and all of their products are fragrance free, so all of a sudden having this felt really strong. So yeah, I can't really comment on the formula because I only tried it for a week, but I just wanted to mention that if you are someone who's quite sensitive to strong fragrances, not necessarily, you know, skin sensitive, but doesn't really like really strong smelling products, this might not be one for you. I just, yeah, found it a little bit too overpowering. Right, let's go in again. Oh, so more makeup. I finished my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is the shade Light. I repurchased one. I've literally just opened it. Oh, look how satisfying this is. I tried to get as much product out of this as I could. I really wanted to make sure it was fully finished. I really like this. I have this in 2 shades. I'm wearing Light Plus right now for my more tan shade. As someone who's oily, I do feel the need to powder down. I don't want to be too glowy, but sometimes I just don't want to look too matte either, and I don't want to look too powdery, and that's what I really like about this one. It still has a bit of luminosity to it. I'm wearing a fairly glowy foundation. I've got this over it, which has kind of toned it down, but it hasn't fully mattified me, and that's why I really like this one. So yeah, if you're after a powder that isn't too mattifying, that's just going to set things into place, but, you know, still give you a bit of life, I really like this one, and I do recommend it. Alright, this is an item that I have mentioned on my channel in the past couple of months. I have finally finished it. I felt like I was never going to get to the end of this. This is the Simply Pure Refreshing Toner. Simply Pure is Sensitive's own brand for sensitive skin, and it is all fragrance free. And the best part is it's so cheap. I used to speak about their hydrating serum a lot, and I wanted to introduce toner in my routine, so I brought this in. Here's the thing. I don't think it does a lot because it doesn't really have active ingredients. I'd rather use something like the Pixie Glow Tonic, this kind of toner that is actually going to do something for my skin. So I basically stopped using it for months and months and months, and then I picked it up again a couple of months ago because I just wanted to finish it. I want to go through some of my skincare because I have a lot right now. It feels nice. It feels especially nice at this time of year when it's really hot because it does what it says on the bottle. It's really, really refreshing. Is it an essential step in your skincare routine? No, you know, I could do without it. But if I just wanted something that I knew was gonna just refresh, literally, again, as it says on the bottle, just at the end of the day, take your makeup off and then pop this on, and it just feels really, really nice and refreshing. It's really cheap. It's not essential. If you just want a step in your routine that's going to give you a little bit more hydration and, you know, again, refresh you, this is nice. If you want something with active ingredients, if you feel like you need a little bit more for your skin, this is not going to be the product for you. Alright, moving on, I have a tub of Clinique Take the Day Off Balm. I made sure to stock up on this before I left my job. I have 2 more jars left. I'm already dreading the point when they run out because I do really, 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 really like these. I basically don't like using traditional makeup removers. At some point in my early 20s, I just started realizing that they made my eyes sting and they were making my skin sensitive, especially because I'm someone who likes to wear a lot of makeup, and I would have to rub and tug and use a lot of cotton, and it was wasteful and it was hurting my eyes. I tried a lot of different formulas and I couldn't really find anything that worked for me. When I started hearing about cleansing balms, that really sounded like the best solution for me, and I do really, really enjoy this one. Whenever I had customers come in and describe a similar sensitivity in the eyes to me, my first question would always be about their makeup remover, and I would, pretty much without fail, recommend this one. It pretty much takes off everything. When I've done makeup for Instagram, something really heavy, I might have a little bit of mascara residue, and that's mostly because I can't be bothered to scrub anymore. I just want to go to bed by that point. But other than that tiny amount of makeup that's left over, it gets rid of everything else, and it goes so much quicker than when I used to use makeup wipes or cotton because I would have to spend so much time on it. So this is a product that I really, really like, and as I said, I have 2 more tubs to go through, so it's definitely one that you'll be seeing on my channel again. Right, I've done 5 so far, so we are literally halfway there. So next up, oh, I've actually got a little bit of hair care, and yeah, this is the only one that I've got actually. This is the Boots Essentials Extra Firm Hold Styling Gel. So I never really talk about hair care on my channel. I've had a couple of requests to talk about my hair care routine. Problem is with curly hair is that one day it will look really, really good, and then the next time I wash it, it just doesn't come out as good. The only product that has remained consistent in my routine for the last, I think it's been about 2 years, I've really been taking care of my curls. It's this product. It's dirt cheap. It's either 90p or 99p, I never remember. I will put it up on the screen. It is Curly Girl approved, and they often have offers for either buy one get one free or buy one get one half price. This is probably something that's going to turn up a lot in my empties because I use actual handfuls of it at every wash day. I don't think this is necessarily the strongest of holds. It doesn't tend to give me a cast. So if you don't know what a cast is, it's when after putting all your styling products into your curls and drying your hair, you're left with a really kind of crunchy, very solid cast basically, and what you want to do is just scrunch that out and you're left with really, really nice, beautiful curls. So I don't really get a cast with this one, but I think since I've had my hair highlighted anyway, I don't like having as strong a cast in my hair. So this is working really well for me. I use it after using a leave-in conditioner as well, and they're the only 2 styling products that I use. I just really don't see this one going out of my routine because it's super, super, super cheap and I use so much of it. So yeah, I think you guys are probably going to see this one a lot in my future videos. Next up, I've got the Clinique Super Defense SPF 40. This is a day cream. It was released in in, I want to say March, I think it was. I actually got this one for free as a Clinique employee at the time, and I was using it every day while I still worked there and then throughout lockdown. The whole idea of this one is that it protects you from the first signs of aging, and it helps to combat dullness, and that is why you also have the SPF 40 in there to protect you from sunlight. I really like the consistency of this one. This is the gel one. I think the one with the lower SPF is a cream. I do also like the fact that it comes with an SPF 40. However, if I was to use this and then leave the house, I would still put my SPF on top. And that is just because the amount of moisturizer or makeup containing SPF that you need to get the same amount of protection as you do with an SPF is far too high for the price of these moisturizers. So I would always layer it with my SPF when I was leaving the house. I did end up repurchasing this one. I basically made a huge order before I left so that I could get a bunch of my favorite products at a discounted price. I felt like when I was using it in combination with the Pixie Glow Tonic in my routine, I felt like my skin was really, really glowy. So I think that was around sort of May time, maybe June actually, June time. I don't necessarily feel like it is the most hydrating moisturizer, however, and I feel like I wouldn't enjoy this one as much in winter, because in winter my skin gets pretty dehydrated and I can feel it, you know, being a bit tight, and I'm not sure this would provide me with the hydration. So this time of year, yes, absolutely perfect. It's going to work really well for me. In winter though, I would definitely layer some nice hydrating products with it to make sure that I'm getting, you know, enough for my skin. But as I said, this is one that I have already repurchased. Okay, so, back to some makeup. I have the Barium Pixie Skin Blurring Beauty Elixir. I picked this one up because from the packaging, it's pretty clear to me that this one is meant to be a dupe for one of the Farsali serums. I mean, they're not trying to pretend it's not, because they also have one that I think might be called Unicorn or Magic or something, and that one's purple, and Farsali had the unicorn drops and their packaging was purple, so clearly we know what this is meant to be. I kind of used this one on and off, and I hadn't really touched it in a while, and I think I wanted to start using it again, and I realised that it was finished, so it just ended up straight in the empties bin. I don't really have much to say about it. That kind of tells me that it wasn't a really memorable product. Like, it's not one that I was thinking, oh my god, this was so good, this was so blurring. I cannot wait to repurchase it. It's quite a forgettable product in my opinion. It's also only 15 milliliters. I feel like I finished it pretty quickly, and I also felt like the dropper didn't always work, didn't always get product out. No, I'm not going to pick this one up again, and I don't really recommend it. I don't feel like it was that great. Oh, so next up is the Nip and Fab Exfoliate Glycolic Scrub Fix. I think I've had this one for a while. I want to say I bought this one while we were still in London, so I have definitely had this for at least a year, maybe more. Can't remember exactly. I was already using chemical exfoliators at the time, and I bought this one, and my reasoning was that I still wanted a physical exfoliator for certain times where I felt like I needed it particularly. Probably meant it for around that time of the month. I again kind of stopped using it. I kind of went off of it because I wasn't really using face scrubs anymore at all. I do pretty much only go for chemical exfoliators these days unless something is really, really gentle, and this one is not. I picked it up again, I think because I'd like shaved my face or had something waxed, and I thought, you know, I really need that physical exfoliation to make sure that I don't get ingrown hairs. Oh no, it was too much. I don't know what the beads in it are made from, because obviously micro beads are forbidden, but they felt really harsh. Like it was just too much. It left my skin feeling really, you know, scrubbed to death basically. I ended up deciding that I didn't want this one for my face. I started using it as a body scrub instead. Earlier this year I had really, really bad issues with acne on my back and my shoulders. I mean, this works, right? It's an exfoliator, it's a scrub. I feel like my shoulders can take it. Would I repurchase it? Probably not. I do really like the idea actually of having a product that contains acids for my shoulders. I also feel like if I just want a body scrub, I can get like a really cheap one. Yeah, this product just didn't stick out to me for being, you know, particularly amazing, and it's just too harsh for the face. Would not recommend. Go for chemical exfoliation in a toner or a serum it will change your life. Okay, so that actually only leaves us one more item, so I feel I've done pretty well today. I think the last thing I'm going to mention is this, which is my Isopropyl Alcohol. The brand for this one is Has, and it is 70%. I don't do makeup on clients at the moment, not, you know, in any professional capacity. I would love to in the future, but this was not the year to start thinking about that, and I'm quite glad that I didn't go down that road because I think it would have been very, very, very stressful. But I still like to have some isopropyl alcohol in my, I guess, kit, you would still call it, my home kit. I get this one on Amazon. I think when I last bought it, either at the end of last year or the beginning of this year, it only cost me about £4 or £5, and then I was meant to repurchase it back in sort of May, April, and obviously with the whole COVID lockdown thing, it was selling for like £20. It was just ridiculous. I got a couple of little spray bottles on Amazon and I just pop it in there, and I just like to have it. Again, even though I'm not doing makeup on other people, I need to make sure that my workstation is clean for myself, because at the end of the day, cream makeup in particular is just a breeding ground for bacteria. So I use a little palette like this that, again, I got on Amazon. Probably could have done a better job of cleaning it, so I will definitely do that after. But I use isopropyl alcohol to clean this, for example, after every use to make sure it's disinfected. This is the spatula that came with the palette, and I like to use this if I'm using a moisturizer that's in a pot to, you know, just scoop the product out, make sure I'm not getting my fingers in there. And obviously if I then don't clean the spatula, it just defeats the purpose of me using the spatula instead of my fingers. So I would use the isopropyl alcohol to clean it. I thought I saw a spider, but I'm just being really, really paranoid. The other thing that I really like using it for is for cleaning up any piercings and any earrings. I have really, really sensitive ears, so before putting any earrings in, I like to clean them up with isopropyl alcohol, make sure that I am not going to react to them, hopefully. And while we're talking about earrings, I do want to shout out Ria's Bead Boutique on Etsy. I think it's just Ria's Boutique on Instagram. I will put all of her links down below. I have a lot to remember to put in the description box that I'm probably going to forget. I bought these. They were really affordable. She's on Etsy. They're really, really cute. Yeah, I just wanted to shout her out because she makes some really, really cute jewelry, basically. Yeah, before putting them on, I just sprayed them with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, and when I take them off, I'm going to do the same thing, and I like to clean out the piercing holes as well, just in case, just because I have really, really sensitive ears these days. So yeah, I would recommend, again, even if you're not a professional makeup artist, just have some isopropyl alcohol on hand. Make sure you are sanitizing your equipment, because bacteria. If there is ever a time and a year to worry about bacteria, it has definitely been this year. Anyway guys, that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will be trying to do these empties videos regularly. In fact, I think I'm pretty much already halfway to 10. I think I have a good 5 or 6 items in this basket already. So I think it probably won't be that long before the next empties video. So I definitely had something else to say and my mind's gone blank. No idea. Anyway, that is enough. It's also really hot in here. As always guys, if you enjoyed this video, then do please give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of it. Let me know, have you tried these products? What did you think of them? I would love to hear your opinion on them. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next video. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye guys.